Hey everybody in the YTPC, thought I'd tell you about a new pipe that I'm going to try to smoke, and I'm smoking black raspberry Cavendish made by Sutliff, and the pipe I'm going to smoke out of is a Missouri Mershon's MacArthur pipe. That's right, taking a chooching voyage and bringing it along with me. The place I wanted to do this video at, I was not quite able to do because there was some kind of ball team or something practicing in the little field area, and so I didn't want no one thinking I was somebody weird or anything. So we're on the corner of the courthouse square, well actually directly straight across the courthouse square and Sullivan, and I'm sitting on a bench and I'm hoping that I don't get run off or anything. I never did the last time I done this, but anyways, without any further ado, I'm gonna light up this pipe and see how it chooches. So far, this reminds me of chooching out of a church warden. Pretty heavy though. It's not one you'd want to clench. Pretty good smoke though. It's a real good smoker. Cool smoke.
Nice corn cob, bro.
Thank you. It's I mean it's lightweight, but it's not one I'd want to clench on. I mean it's pretty bottom heavy. Adds a different type of taste to the tobacco. It's like I'm tasting more of a confectionist taste than I ever tasted out of any other pipe. That's why I didn't want to do this video here. Of course, I wasn't a bad motorcycle though. And it's non-filter. It's a non-filter. I really love the way the tobacco tastes out of this. I don't think you could get tongue bite on this unless you was really chooching really hard. Kids walked by and complimented my awesome pipe here. Sheriff's car going by. Hope I don't get run off. Of course, I didn't stop to think about it. I should have grabbed my ID just in case, but I can just give them my social if I was to get stopped and asked what it is that I'm doing. It's a good day, really, where I wanted to go. You could have saw the sunset and everything. Well, where it's at now, the sun's behind the courthouse. And this tobacco too, it kind of dried out a little bit too dry for my liking. I was going to add just a little bit of non-dried out tobacco with it to kind of even it out just a little bit, but it seems to be doing pretty good in this in this MacArthur. Oh, and also the MacArthur is unfinished. No plaster in there, nothing. This is a straight up cob. Kind of interesting though, people going by. I bet nobody's probably seen a guy sitting on the courthouse square smoking a pipe probably in decades, I bet. Yeah, the tobacco takes on a cool smoke with this. It's almost, I'd say that this is probably like, and the other cobs they have that are like this, I'm going to go on to say that this is probably like their version of a church warden. Smooth smoke all the way through. Excuse me for that. Didn't mean to be rude. I tell you what, this tripod I bought, it's working out really good. Of course, I guess being uptown here ain't too bad. I done a video on this same spot a while back, just sitting up here talking, and then down at the end of this sidewalk here, I wouldn't say end of the sidewalk, but I say maybe about a quarter of ways, I done another video one time, and it's talking about John Candy. Now this is turning out to be a pretty decent smoke. I said I was going to use my pipe lighter instead of a normal Bic. I figured the wind's blowing and I had bad experiences with wind blowing trying to light with a Bic, so I figured I ain't taking no chances. I want a good smooth char light. And so far I've been smoking up the char light, as you've seen. I bragged in the past how I've been able to smoke pretty much a whole entire pipe off of the first char light. I think this might be the first one you've seen, maybe. That's such a good dry smoke coming through. I mean, you got about, it's even right here to about the top of there where you see the shank. It's probably about just a little bit below that shank is where that hole, bottom of the hole is right there. And it got tobacco in it from about there, about midways there, all the way up. The rest of it's solid cob. With some proper TLC, I think a pipe like this could probably still be around for your great many grandchildren. Who knows? I might be able to pass this down to my child. And whether they smoke a pipe or not, it'd be a little nice conversation piece to set up on a mantle. It's a beautiful day today. I mean, it's not chilly. I mean, there's a chill in the air, but if you've got a nice little jacket on, and everything, it's not too bad. Matter of fact, to me, this is kind of like the beginning of spring weather where you can have a bonfire, and chill and relax here with a beer or a good cup of tea and some good friends. And then going along with this big old MacArthur, I got a big old Grand Slam Mountain Dew. Mighty tasty. Mighty, mighty tasty. all the new folks out there in the YTPC, I'd just like to say, anytime you're chooching, it's always good to stay dehydrated, you know. Have a bottle of water or a good old bottle of pop or coffee. Matter of fact, if I had a little bit more money on me, I think I probably would have gone over across the way there, see if one of the cafes was open, and grab me a cup of Joe to go. Who knowed I could get that out of a little grab bag of seconds? You can kind of feel the expanding of that cob. Using my favorite tamper that was handmade for me by the Bremen Pipe Smoker Mark, all the way from Germany. So far, pretty good. Decent little pipe. If any of you other well-experienced pipers out there, you know, have smoked out of a MacArthur before, I'd love to read your comments in the comment section below on what you think, you know, of it. Looks like a little family walking by on the square. Mother and her two sons. In some ways, I think it'd be kind of nice to sit over there in the actual courthouse square, but I don't know if they would allow pipe smoking or any smoking on that premises whatsoever, and I didn't want to take my chances, don't want to get fined, or y'all see video footage of me getting ran off like a vagrant. Sometime that their corn festival will be starting up again, even though this year that's the last thing on my mind. I'm more worried and concerned about the baby that's on its way. Like I said in my earlier video, that was like the best thing I could ever experience in my entire life. I don't think anything else could top that, other than come that day when she says my water has broken and we go to the hospital and hopefully have a successful birth that happens and a healthy child come into this world. Pardon me for a second. There's some stuff here on the square that they've, sorry, sinuses. There's some stuff here on the square that they've tried to improve on a little bit. Going to be a new restaurant coming in soon, where some old bar used to be. Originally, I heard tell there was supposed to have been some giant buffet that went in, supposed to have gone in there, but that ended up falling apart. Now I don't know what type of restaurant they're going to put in there, but it'd be nice if there was another buffet here in town. I heard tell in the big old city of Linton, Indiana, they had the restaurant Stoles had re-put in another Stoles restaurant in the old Stoles building that had went from being one place that was just a little family restaurant to where you could also buy natural made honey and stuff, to being owned by a quarry, And then now I guess it got converted back into a restaurant, from my understanding. And according to Mom, she said that it's actually better than it ever had been. And originally it's supposed to have been Amish owned and operated. Then I think someone bought it out from the Amish, because there's a not one that's totally ran by the Amish, and I can't remember where it's at, but I ate there one time, and it's totally different compared to how the one was in Linton. I think it's in Lagodi, Stoll's Restaurant on the lake. I think it's in Lagodi, Indiana. Went there one time after going to Holiday World a few good many years back. You know, the only thing I could see that would be a bit of a pain with this bowl is trying to clean it as deep as it is. It'd be a bit of a challenge. I'm just letting that pipe rest there. I'm not really clenching it, I'm just kind of balancing it there. I am going to say I do recommend with this pipe, if you're a clincher, you definitely want to buy, if you don't got any rubber ends to put on it, I say you at least better buy an extra tip to put on it, because I barely even had clenched that, and look what's already starting to happen. I hate seeing that. I got a few rubber pipe ends I can put on there, and I think I'm going to put one on there. It's not really fishtailed out as much. I like the fishtail bits. I wish the park wasn't so far away in walking distance, because I would love to, and you guys have seen the video footage I took prior of the park. There's a spot there in the park that I think would just be beautiful to do a video like this in. It's real quiet, kind of almost remote, almost. Just the ideal place. The only thing that's missing to me is either a lazy river or a little waterfall. The thing that would be really cool about this is if smoking this type of pipe, be cool if I had like an old gentleman's top hat on, had a real nice suit on, you know, but like olden style suit. That'd be really cool. Had a cop just go by. I'm actually amazed being up here in the square like this that, you know, cops see a guy like me with a camera stand and everything. I'm actually amazed they ain't stopped to be sure I'm not smoking no wacky tobacco. But that's okay though. I'm not doing this to try to attract attention. Place where I originally wanted to go was there at the picnic table where me and Madison had first had our conversation and everything. Matter of fact, the picnic table itself was kind of turned around in a pretty cool place, but there was looked like some ball practice or something going on, and I didn't mean to do that. Looked like there was a ball practice going on, soccer practice or something, and I just didn't want some parent getting weirded out thinking I was some old perv or something. That's the last type of trouble I need. Or, just seem like some weirdo and get ushered off by police or something. That'd be my luck. Doing an innocent, harmless video. If I had an editing program, though, to where I can, like, edit people out of it or blur other people out, for the sake of privacy, I wouldn't worry too much about it. But not having that type of smarts or anything, I just don't want to take my chances. I want to say I probably either smoked a quarter of a bowl or half a bowl. Still, smoke's still cool. Smoke's not hot. Cool smoke, just like smoking out of a church warden. I'm actually amazed. I figured something this tall, as big, as tall as this is and everything, I figured something like that would, kind of burn hot. Almost actually wish I had bought at least one type of Virginia or Kentucky straight in bulk and had it to test out in something like this. It would be interesting. I like tobaccos that got Kentucky blended in with, as long as it has some Cavendish in it, because I'm an aromatic smoker. I'm not a non-aromatic smoker majority of the time, but once in a while I do love that peppery taste you get, sometimes, or that citrusy taste you get sometimes with a good Virginia or a good Kentucky. I think one time I had a Kentucky Fire but didn't realize it, and I think that was quite a few tins back. Also, when I'm sitting ain't too far from the gym, I hate to admit it, but ever since she found out she's been pregnant and everything, she's been kind of worried about doing any type of workout. So we kind of neglected the gym, and I hate to say it, but I have trouble sleeping at night when we was going to the gym together constantly. I don't know. I think it just helped me sleep better at night. By the way, thank you for joining me. I thought I was going to be a loner on this live broadcast. I wish I had the money and the money and the brains and the know-how, and I would love to open up my own tobacconist shop and even get certified or licensed to make my own blends, sell a few pipes here and there. I mostly want to focus on the tobacco itself and